and the Anatolia Cultural Center. This is a relationship that has become a most special one for us, and it is about to become even more so in the months ahead. But let's start at the beginning. Though Jews have been concerned about Islam and the Islamic world for many years now, largely because of the state of Israel and Israel's relations with her Arab neighbors, Americans as a whole seem to focus seriously on Islam only after the Iranian Revolution of 1979 and once again after September 11, 2001. Neither of these events was a welcome focus to many, if not most, in the Muslim world. Yet they remain defining moments and images for much of the rest of the world. Nevertheless, for a faith that claims some 1.5 billion adherents worldwide, which Islam does, compared to Judaism's maybe 14 million, greater understanding one of the other is not an option, it is a requirement. Our respective communities, CBI and the ACC, have been working together for a number of years now to bridge this gap in understanding. Our friends have been here for dinner and services on several occasions. Our children are going to sing together in a little while, as they've done before. We have been guests at their center in Fort Lauderdale, and they have been kind enough to invite me to address the annual Interfaith Dinner they sponsor, a major event with public officials and representatives of all faiths during each of the last 3 years. Last year, Mindy and I joined Christians and Muslims on an interfaith journey of dialogue and understanding for 10 days in Turkey. It was an incredibly rewarding experience, and this year our friends are inviting some 14 or 15 members from our congregation who are involved with the larger community as well to participate in a similar mission. We are very excited and looking forward to that. We have spoken about the impact that this dialogue and greater understanding has brought us in settings large and small, from the pulpit at the High Holy Days to the religious school classrooms. And we will continue to do so, because there is much to learn, there is much we need to learn from and with one another. As Jews and as Americans, it is important for us to understand that the Muslim world, for that matter like the Jewish world and the Christian world, is hardly monolithic, and that images that many of us harbor of Islam are incomplete at best. For many Muslims, there is a parallel problem. They understand full well the way they are perceived in the world today. And many Muslims, to put it mildly, are deeply unhappy about this. Some wonder and ask why this special emphasis on Turkey, for good reason. Turkey is a country that is 99% Muslim. It is also a democracy, the only real democracy in the Muslim world. Turkey is trying right now to synthesize Islam and democracy. It's a unique experiment, a singular experiment. If it succeeds, or if it fails, it will have profound impact on how the Islamic world and the rest of the world goes forward. Also, geographically, strategically, Turkey, we know, divides the separation point of the West from the Middle East, Europe from Asia, and Christendom from the lands of Islam. Turkey borders on 7 countries, including Syria, Iraq, and Iran. Again, whatever happens in Turkey does not stay in Turkey. Whatever happens in Turkey, it will have far-reaching impact on the Middle East, Europe, the Muslim world, and all the West. Our dialogue and friendship has taught us all some valuable lessons about one another, about our respective faiths, about how to cut through media perceptions and find real people, children of the same God, behind the veils. We hope to continue in this vein this evening. On the pulpit tonight is Mustapha Sahin. Mustapha holds a BA in International Relations from Bilkent University in Ankara, which is the capital, of course, and that is one of Turkey's leading research universities. He holds an MA from Fatih University in Istanbul. His master's thesis was on Turkish foreign policy towards the Arab-Israeli conflict. He came to the United States in 2001, 3 weeks before 9/11. He came to Florida International University, where he currently teaches international relations and the Middle East. He is ABD, and that's not ADD, that's ABD, all about dissertation, and expects to complete his doctorate this year. His dissertation is entitled The Transformation of Islamic Political Identity, the Reemergence of Otherness in Islam. We'll hear about that. He is married to Umnan, and they have a 6-month-old son, Yusuf. We're both in Turkey at the moment. We'll get you on YouTube so they'll be able to watch you when we try to do that. Mustapha and I met for the first time at the ACC Interfaith Dinner in Fort Lauderdale last fall. We immediately found that we had much to speak about and much to share. It's my pleasure and honor to invite him to address us this evening. Mustapha, and we'll have a little bit to listen and we'll dialogue in.